Hi guys, you're welcome to the Chit Chat with the Elegbeta Wanna Sport. My name is Idafi Matthew Esogene, and you know how it is. We've had Martin Tyler here, we've had Steve Dabi here, Judah Joy Gallo, Kenneth Omera, we're gonna carry table. Yesterday we had the chairman of the league management committee, Malam or Alhaji Shehu Diku, and it was revealing for 126 minutes. Today I have, for me, the brightest prospect to have come out from Nigeria in the last 20, 25 or 30 years. He's hot, he's vibrant, and then he seems to have his head where it should be. He's not one of those guys who go to Europe and lose focus. He's driven, he's ambitious. He's one of that kind of player you wish your country have. You know, when we look at Portugal, they have Ronaldo. You look at Argentina, they have Messi. You look at, all these players that different countries can call. We can beat our chest and say we have this young man. At a very young age, he's won the Under-17 World Cup. He's won the Golden Boot at the Under-17 Championship, won the Silver Boot. He's already won the CAF Young Player of the Year. We know that he's the brightest talent for us that will win the African Footballer of the Year for Nigeria. He's also played in 3 different clubs. But in 2016, he was playing street football in Lagos for Ultimate Striker Football Academy. I have with us Victor, first off, John Ogu said he's a lion heart, he's a beast. He is the future. He said he's going to be the first player from Nigeria that will be sold or bought for over £100 million, euro, or dollars. While Judah Diagalo says that he is the crown prince to the throne of all Nigerian attackers. Kenneth Omera says if he gets a deal to leave Lille right now, he should leave and go to a bigger club like Barcelona, Real Madrid, Chelsea, Manchester United, or any of those, Juventus. I have on the chit chat today the crown prince of Nigerian attack and Nigerian football, Victor James Osimhen. Victor Osimhen, you're welcome to my chit chat.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
We're short for time. I know you've got an appointment with some other people, so let's take it fast. It's just a few minutes now. Victor Osimhen, where did you start? Where are you from?
I'm from Edo State, Ubiaja to be precise.
Okay, Ubiaja, that's the place where they get plenty of food. People used to go to Ubiaja market. When I was growing up in Warri, say they are going to Ubiaja market, they'll bring Gary, bring a whole lot. So let's fast track. But you were not born in Edo State, you were born in Lagos, right?
No, I was born in Lagos, yeah. Olishosun, a small community close to Ojota.
So how was growing up like? Are you from a large family? Me, I'm from a large family. On one side, 57, on one side, we're 8. So are you from a large family or small?
Wow. Not really large, but we're 7 in numbers. I'm the last born. We have 4 girls and 3 boys. I'm the last born. But where I came from is a place that is not promised. So many dreams have died there, but I'm the kind of person it's hard for me to give up, regardless of my situation. I think that's really helped me to have this sort of, I don't know what's the situation about. I will never give up, regardless.
Okay, no, we'll get there. Hold on. I'm coming to that place because I really want to know. Because somebody say you shop line your heart, so I will get there. But let's build this. That's what somebody. We're watching you play one day, and it was a game against. Is it the game against Chelsea? You scored against Chelsea, right? Was it against Chelsea? Yeah, you scored against Chelsea. And I was watching it. Some guys came to visit me, and the guy said, "This boy." You know when somebody's pointing, he said, "This boy, he shop line your heart. He need a fear." And I like that. Okay, so let's start. How was growing up? Like what school, what primary school did you go to, secondary school? Who are the people you grew up with, your friends? They'll be watching you right now.
Yeah. I went in the community where I was born, where I grew up. I went to Olishosun Primary School and with my best friend. But after he later left the primary school, but I went to Oregon Secondary School where I finished from JS1 to SS3. Then I dropped out after I was promoted to SS3. I dropped out to chase my dream, But it wasn't a really good decision, you understand, because my father actually wanted me to become a medical doctor, regardless of supporting me in football.
By now, you should be treating the coronavirus. Okay, so let's go further. Let's go further on this. Talk to me about Ultimate Striker. Of all the teams, why Ultimate Strikers?
Apparently, I wasn't really with Ultimate Strikers. There was a man in the community, Mr. Irikewe. He normally trained us when we were young to when we become of age. So they closed the primary school where we used to train. And so many players left. Some had to look for a job in the company, you know. So many dreams died, like I said earlier. But me, my friend, and 3 other guys, 5, who went outside.
No, when you're talking about these people, please always mention their names so that they know that you still remember
them. Yeah. Me, Sammy, Frank, Akim, Ismaila, and the rest. We were like 5. We went outside to train, you know. We could go to Ikeja to see if they have a training team in the pitch. We'll beg them to train with them. Or sometimes we'll go to Oregon to play. Or sometimes we don't train. We just go to play some normal monkey post sets, you understand? So I think, as at then, the owner of Ultimate Strikers was a very close friend to my dad. So he knew that the pitch wasn't working anymore. Like, we were not training there. So he spoke to my dad to allow me come train with them. So that was how the whole situation with Ultimate Striker started. And I didn't play one official game for them, like in the J League. They were playing in the J League. I didn't play. I was with them, I think, for almost 2 months, I think. That was the reason why. So I didn't start with.
So now let's fast track. Even the under 17. Because now I'm beginning to look at your life, and then there seems to be a fast track pattern to your life, which is good. I wish my life is like that. I'm jealous of you right now. Even the under 17, you didn't start from the beginning with them. You came in after they had done their open screening. You came in at the beginning. The coach, like, this small boy too thin. I heard that. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true. Please, tell me the story of what happened there. It's this boy, he can fit play ball. So that's it. Somebody who was standing next to the coach said, when they saw Osimhen, they said, now strong people, they play this ball. This boy, make it not go kick and break. We too thin. What happened? Tell me the under 17 story.
When we got to Abuja, we couldn't train. We couldn't make the screening the same day. So Amunike said, okay, he's done for today, that we can come tomorrow, you know. So the next day, you can imagine the kind of players in Nigeria, you know. So when I got to Go Project, it was like 2 million players. So I was like, how can this man even see me? Talk less of me, they will just come here, and some players have already been there. So when it's our turn to play, you have to just 15 minutes to showcase yourself. Amunike said, if you're a talented player or you have something in you, you don't need 1 hour to show it. And that's 15 minutes, 10 minutes to show something, you can be in the team. So I was like, well, no problem, let's start. So when we start to play, in the space of the 15 minutes, I scored 2 goals. And Amunike, like, he was so tired, I can imagine. And he said, no, just go. You know, he just chased everyone out. I was like, I told the person that came to pick me, I said, I've came here to do my own part, but I wasn't picked. I think we should go back to Lagos. Then the doctor was speaking to Amunike that I think you should try the guy on green, because I was on green. He said you should try the guy on green. So when he called me back, he was touching me, like, he was like, you know the chop, you know how Amunike used to speak, like you know the chop. So it was like, you know the chop, how you come, you know, okay, sit down. So he told me to just sit. Then I was really happy, you know. Then I tried again with the main team, the players in the camp. I played against them, against this squad. I was really fighting so hard in front, giving them some bit of problems, you know. So so after the screening, he chased some players away. Then he told me to come the next day, you know. Then after, I kept on coming, and should I say, if he really fell in love with me, he loves me, you know. So if he chases a striker away or an attacker, he put me in.
Wow.
Maybe on the side or in the middle, he just put me. He said, "Where is the guy on green?" You know, a lot of players will come out because they are wearing green also. Then he point me because he don't know my name then. Yeah. You understand?
Wow.
So we say, you come, go in and play. You know, and apart from that, you know, even the whole players started calling me Awuni, because they thought me and him were related because of the way we play and the way we look. You know,
look alike.
The under 15 players would say, Awuni, yeah, I would. You know, when the final day they picked me to be in the camp, the whole like the Go Project, the under 15, they were like clapping, like I really deserve it. They were like happy for me, and getting into the camp is a whole different life. It's a whole different life. It's a whole different story. You understand? And that was when Amunike was so mean. So mean. Like, mostly to me, because I haven't had the time to speak with the rest of my new players. Like, how's this man? But it shows me, like, the first time I came into the camp, it was so mean. And I was really mad, you know. He would insult me and everything like that. I was mad. Like, I wanted to leave the camp. Yes, I wanted to leave. To be frankly speaking, I wanted to leave the camp. Like, it's not normal. I came here to find greener pasture. I need encouragement. So then I never knew. Now I know. Like, should I say 3 years ago, I realized that. So everything this man has been telling me was just to motivate me. To bring out the best in me. You understand? It was like, this man don't like me. That was what I used to say to me, even to my roommate, like, coach don't like me. I don't know what I want to do again. You know, I was like, I'm fed up, like, I want to leave, you understand? But I kept on going. Irregardless, I kept on going. Like, I want to show to coach that I can do it. Like, in the game, maybe I scored 2 or 3 goals. Besides me. That I don't do this well, like, I don't do that well. Like, I was like, no, coach is. I was like, no, coach is something else. You know, then I saw that I was not the only one. Screamed at Kelechi Nwankali, when he screamed at Samuel Chukwueze, when he brought them out, I was like, oh, I was not the only one on this. Then I went to them and I said, can you tell me more about coach? And they were like, no, coach will never rub a player on the head like, hey, pamper you or something like that. Never. Even though you win 20-0, he would never pamper you on the head. So then I never knew that coach was trying to bring out the best in me. Even some of the qualities I never knew I possesses. He brought them out and trying to show me that you have this. You have to be disciplined to bring out this qualities in you. You have to work so hard. You have to put the team first before yourself. And I think it's not just me. I think it's the whole squad.
Players,
Each of those players have this mentality now. I mean, when we camp in Calabar, we don't put on the TV. No TV, no phone. You cannot go to your teammate's room. If you're caught, it's either you go home or you'll be punished. You'll be punished. So this thing is more like, it's like a home training, irregardless of the training on the pitch, or it's like a moral lesson.
It was actually building both the footballer and the man. Because he had gone ahead of a few people, he has seen the game, he wanted the total package, the discipline side, the game part. So let's get past the screening. Now you're in the team. You guys went for the qualifiers. All of a sudden, the only name we're hearing everywhere. Meanwhile, I was still in radio then, and somebody sent me a message and said, Edafi, no, they didn't say Elegwete. Say Elegwete, start remembering this name, Victor Osimhen. It was Ario and Shira. Say, start remembering this name, Victor Osimhen. You would thank me later. I was like, Victor Osimhen. So, I started putting calls through. As a journalist, your instinct, like, for these people to tell you this, they have seen something. So I started putting calls through. People in Abuja, please help me check for this guy. So the boy good, he was good in camp. Then they started talking to me about Wakali. That Wakali is a very skillful player. Chukwueze can dribble. I said, okay, let's watch out for this one. This Victor Osimhen boy. And then, the qualifier start, and then you guys went to Argentina for pre-World Cup camp.
Yeah, pre-World Cup.
Chile.
Yes.
So let's understand, because it wasn't easy. There was no money. Imagine how many cases under 17 coaches have suffered the most. So there was no money. There was so much problem. How did you guys scale through all of that?
I would say very big thank you to Coach Amunike and his crew, the coaching staff, because they really gave it's not about football. It's not about camp. It's like now we are his children. There was a time when we were going through the hard time in Calabar. It made us to not think about those things, or the camp allowance or something like that. We don't think about this anymore. All we want to do is play football, because he said, if we reach this objective, our life will be better.
Yeah.
Like going into the World Cup, our life will be better for good, forever. So the objective of the player now is, okay, on the qualifiers now, we qualify to Niger. We try to win the first 2 games to be in the World Cup.
The World Cup, yeah.
Or we try to win the tournament in Nigeria also, to be confident going to the World Cup. But I think Amunike really dealt with not to get to us, as a young promising player, talent, the family are back home, poor, trying to get something to fend for. You understand? He know about this situation.
Yeah, he grew up in Nigeria, so he understands.
Yeah, we will want to go out to make money for our own family to eat, or to try to send them some money. And most time we're not getting this. And he tried to bring out like the thoughts to take it out, to just take it out. The only thing we were focused on, like, go to training, be good and calm, follow the rules and everything like that, be disciplined, to win our games and to be focused, regardless of the situation going around. You understand? I think we were able to contain us with this discipline of the thing, which really helped us. It really helped us. When we started the qualifiers, there was so many controversies. When we were going to Gabon to play, they never allowed us in.
Whoa.
We had Ebola. They said we had Ebola. They never allowed us in until they had to call Amunike, everything. It was tiring. It was really tiring. After we got there, we had to train just one day. And I think we trained 3 times in the day. 3 times. We have the game the next day.
Hey, God.
Which we lost. So Amunike is, it's not, I don't, for me, if I'm talking about the under-17, I don't talk about me. I talk about almost all the players. You understand? Because for me, I attribute almost half of my success to Coach Amunike. I attribute half of my success to him because, should I say, he gave me the platform.
Yeah,
he gave me a lot of talented players in Nigeria. They're looking for the platform, and I was graced to be able to work with such a legend that have played football to the highest level. And in the training, he trained with us. He played with us, scored wonderful goals and everything like that. So it's motivating for us to see coach doing such a thing, and we that are more able to do it now is motivating for us. I think coach really did a very fantastic job for us in the under-17.
Okay, so you guys qualified and then you went to Argentina. Let's not forget that this time, these are Nigerian boys whose favorite food is fufu, eba, pandoyam, and the rest. And then you went to Argentina. The food is different. Small eggs, plantain.
Bolognese.
Yeah, you understand? So it was different. Spaghetti bolognese like every single day. How were you guys able to cope? Because naturally you've been eating heavy food. All of a sudden you have to eat fries, bolognese, small eggs. Yeah. How was it like for you?
When we got to Argentina, it was really cold in Buenos Aires because it was really close to Chile. So when we got there, we knew, because the doctor already told us that the food we are eating in Nigeria is not the same. No. So you have to adapt. So the doctor tried as much as he can to try to make the food look okay, but it's never okay. But I think, Amunike will keep, there is no situation that Amunike doesn't appear, He came to dine in and said, hey, he takes it as a joke. Like, when I need to the job, like, salad, to have blood in you and everything like that, to make it look fresh, and everything like that. So, and whenever coach is going to take food, everyone's eye is on him. Like, we saw what he put in his plate and everything, so we take it, so for him to feel good, because we want to make coach feel good. We want to make him happy because he has really sacrificed a lot for us. He sacrificed a lot for us. So I think for us in Argentina, even when he spoke to us, Kelechi Nwankali would come to us. He's a great captain. When the under-17, he's a very great captain, a good player also. He would call us and I said, look, we are here now. It's just 1 month to the World Cup, Let's try to adapt to everything. It won't be easy, the cold and everything like that. We'll put the gloves in the hand and everything. So for us, we were prepared. We're in Argentina, but we're training like we're already in Chile to start the World Cup already. And it was a very intensive training in Argentina, a very good one, a very good training. And the final motivation we got from Amunike, because he never said much in Chile. He didn't say much in Chile. He's like, we are here now. For example, the last day of the training, we were traveling the next day. He said, guys, we have worked so hard. I think for almost 3 years now, we've worked so hard. Now we're going to make history to defend the trophy. It wouldn't be easy. It would not be easy, but I want to state, he said, I want to state out these things. Now, we have to do these things for our family. We have to do these things for those that want to see us fail. You understand? We have to make them believe in us. For those that don't believe in us, we have to. Because he said, no, we don't have access to our phone. So he normally says this. He said, they say when I know some ball play. This is how I used to say it. Coach is very plain. Yeah.
And it's true. What he was saying, I give it to him. Imane Amunike was not lying, because I remember I was on radio, so I was more like on the front line. And like, which kind of children Imane Amunike don't pick? You know how people say things, they don't give her money, they don't bribe her, they don't sabi.
Yeah.
So people will always capitalize on, like, okay, we didn't know that in Gabon, for instance, they stopped you guys because of Ebola. But everybody was like, these people that Gabon, ordinary Gabon beats, is Amunike is taken to the World Cup. But then because we won the previous one, nobody was, because Nigeria has never won the World Cup and then go back and defend it or do well. So like, this was to go and fail now, go and fall our hand. And then you guys went into that World Cup. We had seen the previous under-17, we were still enjoying it. And you guys were breathtaking, where everybody was on a different level. How was that?
I think for me, the performance in which each player put in at the World Cup, we had a lot of options. On the bench, there are so many players, very good players that can win a game single-handedly for us. At the first game, Chukwueze didn't play.
Yeah.
It was very vital to the team. It was so important to the team, likewise every other player. But he didn't play. But the guy that plays his position did extremely well. So this is the confidence in which Amunike really has in the team. Like, no one, even if I didn't play. I was on the bench. There are so many strikers there that can win the game single-handedly for us. So each game, it's not about when we went to the World Cup. When we started looking, everyone, like, you have to take the responsibility. You have to take the responsibility. We cannot just put the responsibility on me, Samuel, or Kelechi. So we have this mentality in going to the World Cup. Like, look, it's about us. It's not Amunike anymore. Now it's us. If we score one goal, for the opponent team, they don't get any goal anymore. Unless if we break the discipline of the marking or the way we play. This is the problem. This is where the problem will come. And we're playing USA. And we started watching USA when we are in Castina. We started watching them, the guy from Chelsea, the guy in Chelsea now, Pulisic, he was there. So we were watching him because he's the main key players there. So in the game, we're able to contain him. We in the front, we have to go the African way. We have to go hard. We have to chase every ball. So that is the mentality of the team. To, like, there is no one we face in the World Cup that we're afraid.
Okay.
Regardless of playing the host in the second game.
So, you were the highest goal scorer of the tournament. In football, there's something called the DNA of a goal. So you're going to Victor, are you there? Are you there? So you're going to take us.
Yeah, I'm here.
Each of the goals you score, the DNA of the goal. Recreate those goals for us. How they came and how you put them in the net. So one by one, take it. Each of the goals you score. Give us the DNA of your goal again.
Okay, the first goal was the USA goalkeeper kicked the ball like a goal kick. Yeah. Then Ago Chikudi put the head of gave me the ball through the head, and I was like I allowed the ball to run past me. Then I wanted to shoot. The defender blocked it. Then immediately I saw the ball. I brought the ball with my right foot. Then I used my left foot to play on the other goal. Then it hit the bar and went to the inside. That was the first goal against USA.
Yes.
Then the second and third goal, I scored 2 against Chile.
Yeah.
The second goal, I was given the ball by my goalkeeper Akpan. Then I put the ball on the chest. I think I gave it to either Kingsley or Kelechi Nwakali, which he lobbed the ball to Lazarus. Then I head straight to the goal. So as I was running, I raised my hand up for Lazarus to see me. Then he just brought the ball out. I just a little nod on the ball. That was the second. That was the second goal. Then the third goal. Samuel was fouled. Yeah, the penalty. So I took the penalty. The goalkeeper followed it, but he didn't get the ball. That was the third. That was the third goal. So the third match was against Croatia.
Yeah.
At the defense, they were struggling to get past us. So the ball broke out. Then Ejike Iku passed the ball to Samuel. I was on the left side. Then I ran. I came in, not to be offside. I came in. Then I ran quickly in between the player, and Samuel gave me the ball. I pushed the ball, pushed it well so to bring the keeper out. Then I caught the keeper. Use my right foot to put it in front, then use my left foot to put it in front, then use my right foot to score it. That was the fourth goal. Then we lost 2-1.
Yeah.
Then the fifth goal was against I scored 3 against Australia. Was like they gave the ball to Funsho Bangboye.
Yeah.
He gave me the ball on the long run. I pushed it once because I saw the defender was a little bit slow. I pushed it once. Then he thought I wanted to go more. Then I cut the ball back, and I saw the other goal was so free. Then I had to just play it like that. Yeah. So I think the 6th one was
the second goal against Australia.
Yeah, the second goal against Australia was a crossbar against from Lazarus. Defender trying to like block the ball, so he touched the defender behind, leave the goalkeeper. With the goalkeeper, no one in the goal. Then I played as a rebound. Kelechi gave Samuel the ball. Samuel returned it back to Kelechi. The defender, I was behind the defender. He didn't see me, so I made the run. He knows how he wants to give me the ball. So he gave me the ball. I controlled the ball. Then I saw. No, when he gave me the ball, the defender was ahead of the ball, but I had to run. Then I made the contact with my elbow, like I pushed him. He fell down. Then I saw the other goal was so free. Then I had to just cough it in. That was the.
When you're getting this ball, how fast is it for you to look at the goalkeeper, see where you want to put the ball, and still avoid the defender that is marking you? How fast is it?
To be able to think quickly, like if I'm given the ball, like one-on-one, I first look the keeper before I go to the ball to look where he's positioned. I look him, then I go with the ball if I am alone. But in the situation of the third goal against Australia, immediately I pushed the defender on the floor. Yeah. I knew I was alone because the rest of the defender didn't cover for him. So I saw I was alone. Then I was able to control the ball, look up, then cuff the ball. Because when I look up, it was really free. The other goal was really free. If I put the ball on the floor, he's going to get it. So putting it on the hair, he thought maybe the ball was going out. But I cuffed it, so it's probably going in. So that was
the hat trick
goal, I think. Yeah.
No, that was a 7th
goal. Yeah, the hat trick, but no, 7.
Yeah, that was
7th goal. Yeah, 7th goal. So the 8th one was against Brazil. Yeah, that was the 7th goal. So the 8th one was against Brazil. It comes like this, from the back, from Lukman Zakari to HGK Iku. Then from HGK to Samuel, he lobbed the ball to Samuel. Then Samuel was taking the ball, like to attack the ball. Then Lazarus was going behind Samuel. So immediately Samuel saw Lazarus, he immediately gave the pass a beat. Then Lazarus brought the ball. Then I put it in, it touched the chest of the Brazilian defender. Then it went in. We won the game 3-0.
Yeah.
Then that's the eighth. The eighth. So the ninth was against Mexico.
In the finals.
It's actually a penalty from I think I caused the penalty too.
Yeah, you caused that penalty.
No, Lazarus did it. I gave Lazarus the ball.
Okay.
I gave Lazarus the ball. So while he was going in a bit, like he allowed the ball to roll a bit, so the defender was coming aggressively. Then he hit Lazarus, so it was penalty. That was the ninth goal. Then the 10th goal came from we start from the back against Mali. He started from the back. AGK gave it to Nwakali. Then Nwakali, the very low pass on the floor to how it came. I think to Madueke Chinedu. To Chinedu immediately. Then I was alone. Chinedu saw me already. I raised my hand up, so I was alone, and the post was really free and wide. So immediately the ball came. I just tap it in very hard. I put it very hard.
Okay, so those were your goals. Which one is your favorite from the under-17? Favorite, like you look back and say, "Oh, this goal! I love this goal."
I think it's the one against the first goal against
USA.
No. The one against Australia. You know, I scored a hat-trick. But the first goal was like, today I go back to that because I have all the goals. I go back to that goal most importantly to look at it because it was somehow a difficult angle for me. But I knew if I wrap my feet around the ball, I could get it, or maybe it's gonna hit the bar. But I knew something was gonna happen because I cannot just lose that kind of chance.
Yeah.
So I think that goal was really the best.
Okay, so where did you? Because your game is built around speed and self-confidence. There's so much attitude to your game. Like, okay, let me give you a good example. When I was growing up, there is this man called Humphrey Jeba. You know, when Humphrey Jeba is playing football, and you're like, okay, he's calling for the ball, and his teammates are like, they are marking you, 2 people on you, and they were like, this one's not a person with this. I better leave this one. And then they said, give me the ball. You know, there was that confidence in him that once you give him the ball, he can do anything. Then the same for Dukudi and a few others. Where do you get your beastly confidence from? Because most times when I see you play, I'll be like, this guy is not afraid of anybody. He doesn't look like he's afraid of anybody. Where did that come from?
You know, while growing up, like every other community, you know, you have a player that can dribble, you have the one that can pass the ball, you have the strikers that no matter the little chance they see,
they will score.
So I'm blessed to be able to, like, the instinct of goal, like even though I don't look at the goal, I know where it is in front of the 18-yard box. I know where it is. So I think for me, when I was growing up, there was this guy. He really, if he didn't see me play, he would like, where's this guy? Even if I'm on the bench playing for the local, you know, the community competition or something like that. So this made me like, whenever I'm on the pitch playing, not just now, even then, and he's there, seeing him, I would never want anyone to embarrass me on the pitch or a defender to come kick me by me not retaliating or something like that. So for me, it's like, you're not going to mess me up on the pitch. You're not going to do this. You're not going to do that to me. I'm in charge of the front, and I'm going to score you. So this is the mentality, because I know myself in a game. There's no way a striker and not have 3 clear chances to score.
Yeah. 3
clear chances, and me, I have the mentality. If I see these 3 clear chances, if I don't get everything, I'm going to score 2 or 1. I'm not leaving that game without placing my own mark on the pitch on the day of the game. So I think for me is the thing is a lot of defenders will try to intimidate the strikers. For me, I'm not a striker. Sometimes you want to play with the defender. They come to you, they make an elbow to you. If you make like my knee or my spine or something like that, they will like this one is a cold water. They will try to chicken the player, the striker out. So for me, I think I am not the same because I was in the youth team in my community, but the coach allowed me to train with the bigger guys, with a lot of kicks and everything. So I look at myself now. I say, if I've gotten so many kicks in the past and I've a lot of bruises in my leg, so why now will I try to chicken out because 40,000 or 94,000 are watching? It's impossible for me. It's really impossible. So the fighting spirit is there already from small.
So let's come to that part you just mentioned. Now in football, it's a normal thing. Like you will be playing football and somebody will come to you. The referee will not hear. The fans will not hear. A defender most likely.
True.
I played against defender. I was playing as a number 7, as an outside right. And most time defender will come and say things to you that will provoke you. Because he knows that only you will hear. But whatever you do is what the cameras, the linesman, and everybody will see.
Yes.
You see, I don't know. I mean, this was in the 90s and early 2000s. Does this still happen in today's football where defenders try to draw you into trouble and see what happens? Does this still happen?
Yes. I remember when we were playing against Lyon before the pandemic happened. The defender Marcelo was like, I want to make a run. So I made my hand like this, and I mistakenly gave the player coming to me an elbow. It's not intentional. It's not intentional. So the guy was like coming to me, was speaking in Brazilian language, like caralho. He was saying caralho. And me, my friends, normally they joke like this, he saw themselves like caralho or something like that. So I was like, I went to him. I was like, why would you say such a thing? Because I know the meaning of it. You understand? It was like, he wanted to provoke me. So I knew about this, and Remy came and said, bro, allow me to handle you. Just go. Then after Remy said he wants to provoke you. He knows that you're going to give them problem, so they want to provoke you. The same thing, Aspilicueta did the same thing to me. That was the reason why I went to him, so he would know that I'm not the kind of the striker that you can use the word to talk him down out of the game. That was the reason why I went to him and I opened my eyes to him, for him to know that, yeah, of course, you can say what you want to say, but I'm still going to do what I want to do. I still have to do my job on the pitch. So I'm not the kind of striker, a defender will chicken out.
Okay, so now I was just going to go to that Aspilicueta issue because I saw that issue. I wanted to ask you, why were you opening your eye for the guy? Like, come, I've been Nigerian. You know what? Now I know it was trying to intimidate you. But let's come to how you went to Europe. I mean, some people go to Europe. It takes them like 3, 4, 5 years to even settle down in one club. You went in, you fell sick. We were afraid. I was afraid myself. Like, I mean, this boy don't get pneumonia. Is it the weather? Is it cold? So I was worried because, I mean, we saw you at the under-17. You were unplayable. So, I mean, you're like, okay, this is the guy that's going to become the next go-getter for Super Eagles. If these ones that are aging go out, this is going to come in. And then you fell sick in Europe. My first thought is, are they going to send this boy back to Nigeria? What happened? Let me know the story.
The whole story in Wolfsburg, should I say, like, it was like I was in the wilderness. You understand? Like, a player coming from a competition, okay, the under-17 is not the under-17 competition. It's not really like the senior one where every whole world watches.
Yeah.
All the whole world still watches, even though. So, coming from there, I was really happy coming to Wolfsburg, to start to play. Immediately, I'm able, you understand? And the coach really loves me. The coach that brought me in really loves me. And sometimes in the training, he will say, if I'm 18 today, I can play the game tomorrow. He really loves me, and the confidence. I was really happy to be there because the love around there when the coach was around was massive. When they sacked the coach, I knew something will go wrong. I knew already that something will go wrong. Something will go wrong. because after they sacked the coach, Draxler left the club, Gustavo left the club. A lot of them left when they sacked the coach. So it was massive. It was really difficult for me. If not for the help of Joshua Guilavogi, the Guinean player and the France and Guinean player that really helped me in Wolfsburg. I don't know where they could have taken me to. For real, I don't know. So as I then training with them, I had a meniscus on my right knee.
Oh.
I went for surgery. The surgeon did totally crap for me. I had to go again for them to rectify it. I had to go again. I went to the same doctor 2 times. Any help from him. Then the guy, Naldo, the Brazilian legend, the defender, Naldo, spoke with me and he said he has a doctor that can really do this for me without any problem. Then I went to Augsburg in the same Germany. I was in Augsburg for almost 1 month.
No, wait. So in Europe, you still have a doctor that operated you twice and did terrible job.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah.
So you went to
I went to Augsburg for them to rectify the knee and the correction. And when I went to the hospital, I saw the likes of Ronaldinho, Jesse, Fabregas, Pello. So I was confident, like I was
this
calm,
is the right
that if these players can give the doctor, the Jesse, the surgeon, the Jesse, I think I'm calm, So he did it. He explained to me everything. He showed me the X-ray of the knee and said they didn't remove these. They were supposed to remove this to put this and that. I said, well, that has gone. I'm here. So all this time, losing like a little bit of confidence were going out because I was thinking I would do my surgery and later come back to rehabilitation. That would take almost 2 months. It would be difficult. It would be difficult for me. But I kept being positive about every situation. And kudos to my agent also. I left his family to come stay with me for almost 2 months. Was there, to make sure I'm okay and everything like that. That after I came back, gradually, I started to feel good. Then I felt so amazing on the knee. No pain, even up to now, nothing. I had the surgery. I had a broken shoulder again.
Oh.
It was really tough. When I said I was in the wilderness, I was seeing the brightest day, but I was in the wilderness. I wasn't seeing anything. It was like dark. I wasn't seeing anything. I had to make a surgery on my. He pulled out 3 times in the training. He pulled out like my shoulder was in front here. He pulled out. This time, at that time, the Super Eagles were preparing to go to the World Cup. Then I went to the surgery. In front of the. I was in the office, sitting close to the doctor was explaining to me, and I was laughing, like I was laughing a little bit, but I never knew when tears rolled down from my eyes. Like I was like, everything I've ever worked for, everything I've dreamt of becoming, can I just go like this? And the doctor told me he understands my situation, that he would advise me. He told me, he said, look, Victor, there's a lot of football in front. You would play so many games. You have a lot of years ahead of you. Believe me, believe in God, believe me, I'm gonna do a good job for you. You understand? He said, I'm gonna do a good job for you. I will do a good job for you. You will go to rehabilitation, and when you come back, you're gonna go hard. Then we went there within 30 minutes. He did it. The mark is still here. He did it. I came back. When I started to rehab, a lot of different stories were coming up. After the season end, I went to Nigeria, to be with my family, to heal faster. Seeing your loved ones makes it heal faster, which it did. And the day of me traveling, maybe I was traveling today midnight, I was struck by typhoid and malaria. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I went to the church. I went to the church with my friends. I don't know what happened to me. I was hijacked. I woke up in the morning. I was feeling so good. I went to the church. I was dancing in the church. I was dancing with my friends. And when I came back, my bag already prepared. Something. Before I knew myself, I woke up in the hospital. I didn't even recognize. My sisters were speaking to me. I was surrounded by my sisters and few of my friends. They were speaking to me. I was like, already, Shira came. They came to me and was like, what's happening? I said, I don't know. They had to, from the hospital, I went to the altar in church. Where I slept until I was able to recognize them. I was able to move. I went back to the hospital to make a text. They told me I can travel. But before then, Wolfsburg has been calling. Like, they know the situation already. They want the doctor's report because they thought maybe I was like wanting to come back. Send the report, they send the pictures and everything like that. I went to Wolfsburg. I was quarantined for 2 weeks again at home. I was devastated. As at then, a lot of news has been going around, Victor do this, Victor do that. I'm not the kind of guy. I don't go to club. I don't smoke. I have my girlfriend of 4 years. I met her since I was in Wolfsburg. Supportive. So I was looking at the area where I could go wrong. I was like, no. From my own part, I don't think so. I've never for once someone called me for help and said, I need help. Even though I don't give everything, I try to give hope because I know how it feels when you don't have anything. So after Wolfsburg allowed me to start to train, to start to do this, to start to do that, then there was the time when the Joshua told me he's hearing something that the coach was saying, they're gonna throw me out, like put me out. I said, bro, I'm ready to go. I'm really ready to leave. And the plan for me was not to go to Belgium. I said to my agent, like, take me to the 4th division in Germany. I want to play football because I know when I start to play consistently, week in, week out,
they'll bring you back.
Too long for them. I won't be too long there. Then I just said, really? I said, do it. If you check in Germany, Division 2, he saw a club for me in Division 2, Austin Kell. They want me. That was when Zutewagen coach called that he wants me. So he said, I don't want you to stay in Germany. Let's go to Zute. Let's go there. He's in 1st division. He would play against Brugge, Genk, and the rest. So when I went to Zute, the coach, they knew that I had malaria and typhoid. You understand? So I did the first test. The coach said, it's not so good, but he likes me. I should train with the team continually. That when I'm fit, I'll be able to go so hard. I did that. I did everything. I was training 3 weeks with them. 3 weeks with them, doing well, scoring a lot of goals. I was even happy that I'm really back to my best. I was happy. He told me in the training that I would sign the next day. So me and my agent, we were in the car. If when the agent and the player wants to sign, they go together.
Yeah.
So me and my agent was in the car, and someone called that we would like to see you alone. My agent told me stay in the car. So when he went, he looked me in the face, he smiled. He said, Victor, sometimes God doesn't give you what you want. It's not because you don't deserve it, because you deserve more. They said they are not going to sign you. Let's go. I said, okay, let's go back to Wolfsburg. I go back to Wolfsburg. I work hard. For me, after the rejection in Zut, I wanted to stay in Wolfsburg to be training with the under 19 because they already deployed me there to the under 19 to get fit more. Then in January, I could secure a club even in the lower division. So when I started to train, they told me Club Brugge wants to sign me. I was happy, you know. Then I went to Club Brugge. I did all the tests and everything like that. The doctor told me everything is perfect for him. The president decides who signs. I was happy. Then my agent come and said, the president said no and everything like that.
Oh my
You know,
God.
it was actually, how should I say it? Devastating.
Yes, it is. You know what? I'm putting myself in your age. What's happened?
Daffy, tears rolled down from my eyes continuously. I didn't say that time. I know. Put camera down with the see me. I go share this thing to the world. Water come up from I did wake up around 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock. I did wake up around 4 o'clock. They cry. I kneel down like this. Only me in the state. I don't get my brother. When I signed, my brother and my dad, they with me for 1 month. They go back to Nigeria. Only me in the state. That's why they stay big. Only me. Until when I meet my girlfriend, they come, they visit me. They come, they visit me. They come, they visit me. That's still only me, they stay. And they cry. My sisters, then they cry. They were crying, calling me on the phone. See what you do here.
You had
do this. I say you do this.
There was nothing wrong. So I was like, where's this guy?
Yeah.
What's happening? This guy is good. He has speed.
They were crying. My friends, they say, bro, what's in the happen? I don't like it at the year. I said, brother, no. How I will come here? Come make all of them proud. How do you guys think I will now come here and just do something anyhow? So I already told my agent, don't worry about any transfer for me. Don't worry. Let me just go and let me just work here. If I put in so much work that I'm gonna do so great. Then after Wednesday afternoon, I will never forget in my life. On the Wednesday afternoon, 5 days for transfer to end. 5 days. The Belgian League has already started. I received a call from the president of Charleroi. I say, hey, Victor, this is Mehdi Bayat. I said, good afternoon. I hope you're good. He said, yeah, I want you to come to Charleroi this evening. I'm going to sign you.
Where's that coming from?
Speechless on the phone. I was speechless on the phone. Like, I want to sign you. Yeah. He said, don't worry about everything. We know everything that happens. We know everything that happens, but don't worry. Come. I want to sign you. I said, no problem. I'm going to come. I was happy. Before I could call my agent, I called my sister. I haven't signed. I called my sister. I said, I'll go Belgium, go sign. That was what I said. They were happy. They were like, they didn't even care about what the rejection that happened.
Nobody cares.
Because I told them, I'm so sure of this. I even swore on my mom's grave that I'm going to sign. Then I called my agent. My agent told me, did someone call you? I said, yes. He said, let's go to Belgium. That was what he said. He said, let's go to Belgium. I said, yeah, of course, no problem. Let's go. Then I went to Belgium with a car, 7 hours. With few of my things, 7 hours. 7 hours with a car. Not even a plane. Not on train, with a car, 7 hours. I went to Belgium. I arrived in the midnight. The president was in the hotel waiting for me. I went there. He spoke to me. He said, don't worry. In Charleroi, we love you. I haven't met the fans or the teammates or the coach. He said, in Charleroi, we love you. I know you're under 17. I wanted to take you. But the people that are competing with me, they are much bigger clubs. But don't worry, let's work together. We're gonna make history. That was what he said. When I went to the dressing room, the players like, hey bro, you good, you know. The love is a small club. You can imagine. But the happiness in the dressing room, the way it's so amazing. Already, I felt at home. Yes. I'm here to play. You know, start to train, start to feel at home. I was really happy. I forgot all my sorrows then in the past few months. I was really happy. I played my first 12 minutes. And the fans were amazing. You know, they're amazing. I haven't scored goals as at then in 2 years of signing pro. I haven't scored a goal. I haven't. And I knew when I'm going to score one,
the others will come.
I was going to score more. So I wanted to see if now Juju that they use on my goal, I will use goal to open and back now.
Ah.
You understand? So the whole thing was, I think God was trying to teach me a lesson that irregardless of what's going on around you, be prayerful, positive-minded, work so hard. I think this has been key. I was playing half season in Charleroi. I was on 9 goals already. AC Milan wants to sign me, and his bro is genuine. It was genuine. It was really genuine. I personally went to the office of the president. I said, I want to speak to you. He said, see, it's like, I would not want to leave Charleroi this January. Please do everything you can to allow me to be here. It was surprised. You know, he said, why? I said, I really want to stay. For everything Charleroi have done for me, for reviving my career, I want to have more moments with the fans and everyone in the club. He said he was going to have a meeting with me next week. He was going to tell me, like, he wants to have a meeting with me as at next week. I said I needed to come because I've already saw the everything. I've already saw the offer, but I rejected it because I knew with Charleroi, if I play more, I'm going to get more goals, and the team already believed in me. It's important for me to like repay them back with scoring goals and trying to gain promotion to the Europa League, which we really gave our best. The fans were so proud. We're so proud. Even when I went back, as I was in Lille, I went back there. It's just 1 hour from where I'm living. I went back, you know, to surprise them. They never knew I was on the pitch before the start of the game. I was on the pitch. So as I was clapping, I was just clapping my hand towards them, and they saw me. Immediately, they started to shout. Wow, man! They have a special song for me. They was like chanting, shouting, like it's a sign of
appreciation.
They don't know how much I hold them on high. I don't know. Today the president would call me, even this coronavirus thing would call me and say I should stay safe. He checks up on me. It's so amazing. The journey is. I hope my journey inspire 1 or 2 upcoming players. I hope so.
It sure. See, I'm in shock. Normally, I'm the one that runs the interview. If you watch my interview, I do a lot of the talking. But I'm struck. Like, so all of this time that everybody was criticizing this young man, was saying things, this was what he was going through, this was what was happening. You know, so I'm like, he saw football and he lose focus. He saw money and he lost focus. You know, I've been on the player side. I'm always very careful, like, guys, when I hear from this player first, this boy will just leave Nigeria first club, he could just lose guard.
True.
For what now?
True.
You know, but then you ran through Charleroi and then Lille. Now, one of the things I like French league, you know, because I always say that the French league is like the gateway to bigger things. Almost all the other big leagues watch the French league a lot. The English league, the Spanish league, the Italian league. They watch the French league a lot. So I know that once Osimhen is when I heard that you were going to, first off, I heard that Olympic Lyonnais wanted to sign you, and then we heard about Monaco that you were going to replace, I think, Mbappe or so, you know, and then you went to Lille. I was like, okay, Lille, good. Lille is where this guy came from, Pepe.
Yeah.
You know, I was just looking at the players. Osazo Dewenge, Victor Yama. I said, okay, that's a fruitful grab for this boy. So how did you settle into Lille? Because you just came in, and I see the love, the communication between you and your co-striker.
Yeah.
Everything just seemed like you've known them all your life. What happened?
Sincerely speaking, but me coming to Lille, I said to myself, hey, Victor, you know, you did well in Charleroi. So the thing for me is like he's trying to replicate the same thing in Lille, you know. So when I came immediately, I was like, the coach just took me because I was with my agent. He took me like to his office and was looking at me. Coach is he's really a funny coach. He's a funny coach. Like off the pitch, he's so amazing. So he was looking at me. I was laughing. Tomorrow, because the next day they are playing against Roma in the final preseason of the final preseason match.
Yeah.
Before the season will start. He said, "Do you want to play?" I said, "Coach, if you want to put me out first, I'm ready to play. You will score, so of course I will." You know, it was like telling me, say, no. You're coming from the AFCON. You have to take 3 days or 2 days to relax a bit and everything. So you will start to play in the league. I said, okay, no problem. Then he told me to go to the dressing room. Then they took me to the dressing room. And he's like, the players are already waiting for me.
Wow.
You understand? Like, I said, immediately I came in, like, well, like, even the French guys, like, hey, mon frère, my brother. And they were like, I was like happy, like, these guys, or I've been playing here before. It was like, hey, bro, you know, Louis Kwame came. The first time I saw Remy, I was like,
wow, a mighty like Remy.
I was like, I took him in the hand and I gave him a hug like a tight one. I was like, bro, I used to watch you on TV. He was like, I said, I'm home. I told my agent when I go home, I said, I'm home. I haven't trained with the team. I haven't known the player like this, but I knew already in my heart. I already prophesied that I'm gonna do well here. For sure, I'm gonna do well. And it's so amazing the journey. You know, the fans. I quickly relate to them. You understand? It's so amazing. It's really amazing here in Lille. You know, good people that trying to check up on you every blessed day. If you're okay, if you need something, you let us know. It's really amazing. It's really amazing. The journey here is really amazing. To be playing with one of the top players in the world. I really love this.
These are some of the things that we always say that we will copy and learn. I mean, introduce to Nigeria. Like when you sign a player, let everybody welcome the player, make the player feel good. Because once you feel loved, you will give your all. Now, let's talk about relationship with certain players. Jude Ojegalo talks about you like every minute. John Ogu, that guy is your big brother. He loves you and he doesn't hide. So, talk to me about your relationship with these guys and what happened. What happened between you and what's his name now? This is our German defender. What's his name?
Leon.
Leon Balogun. Yeah, what happened between you and Balogun? Yeah. I heard you guys almost fight.
Should I say Leon?
Yes.
Leon part. Yeah. Okay. Leon part. It happens like this, you know. Leon is a big brother. You know, he's someone I really love. But the outburst was. Should I put emotional? It was emotional because after we lost against Madagascar, we're having a training the next day. You know, I wasn't really happy because I wasn't able to help my team, like to play to try to help my team. You understand? Irregardless, I was really proud learning from the poacher because I call Gallo the poacher always. Learning from the poacher and everything like that. So for me, we're training, we're playing. I think Skipo, our former Skipo, the legend Mikel was on my team. Kalu was on my team. Oyekuru was on my team. So we were 4. So we were like scoring, bombarding them with so many goals. We were scoring them. And at first, he hit me on my ankle. He hit me so hard on my ankle, like it nearly shifted. But he didn't say sorry. He was upset. I was upset because I wasn't able to contribute my 1 cent to the team since the start of the tournament. So I said to him, bro, you hit me on the ankle. He was like, you know, aggressive, like something like that. I said, okay, no problem. So he played, and I went on him also. You understand? I didn't say anything. I didn't even speak anything. Then the next one, we were like, I owed the ball, and it was like coming. It was like hitting me. Then after I left the ball, I was like, look him in the eye and push him on the chest, like, hey, bro. It was like, I was so upset. I was really mad. I was really upset about the situation. So it was like I was even the coaches were like, hey, Victor, hey, this. I was like going to him. I was like going to him. So it was when Skipo and I spoke. Say, Osimhen, okay, don't do. So I just backed off like that.
Which is
But
not, which is the right thing to
but
do.
yeah, I backed off like that. I said, see, I even told him because I was mad. I was really mad. People, I beg, no verse that time, no verse. So he said, no, he didn't understand. He said he understood and everything like that. So and after at the hotel, when we won against Cameroon,
Yeah.
we're like the next day we're making recovery. So he came to me, he pushed me, he was speaking German to me because I understand some. He was speaking German to me, but I couldn't reply him back with German. Then I said, bro, you understand why I bust up like that, it's emotional or something. I understand you also, but I think it's a thing of, you are my big brother, you don't have to be doing these things. If I'm going through this kind of thing, you have to come to me and even try to sack me up and everything like that. But I was expecting you to say sorry because I'm your teammate. If you do this to the opponent, it's fine. But he tried to explain to me and everything like that, and which I understand. So on my debut, and he sent me a message, a really big text, and like wishing me all the very best and everything like that. So he's someone I really love. He's someone I love.
Yeah, that's very, very fantastic of you. And that well, I mean, I know you have another appointment, so we need to run. And let me round up by saying this: when you look back now, can you hear me, Victor? Hello, Victor. Victor, can you hear me, Victor?
Yeah. Hello.
Okay, so I know you have another appointment to run now, and me too. I need to go pick up my family. Let me know this.
Okay.
When you look back, all of these things that have happened, what can you say you have learned from all of this? I mean, you look back, the injuries, the bad press, the things that people were saying on the 17th journey, the Wolfsburg experience, the Charleroi experience. Now you are in Lille, Super Eagles. What is that thing you could say? You know what? Let me sum it all up together. This is what I have learned. If you do this, you will get this. If you do this, you will get this. What's that?
I think the number one thing about everything that's gone through, that I've been through, is patience. Number one, patience is key, regardless of the situation. I think the number two is prayer. You have to speak to God about everything if you believe, because I believe in God so much. Because I now every prayer that I prayed is really working for me and will keep on working for me in the future. And three, I think to work even more harder. What they're saying and everything like that. Four, you know how to deal with criticism.
Yeah. Okay.
If a journalist say a lot of bad things, learn to deal with it. I don't get upset about criticism. I use that criticism to try to prove them wrong, that you're wrong about what you said about me.
Yeah, believe you me, that same journalist will come and write positive things about you. So as we go, this question has been the question that everybody want me to ask you, but I have to save it for the last. There is serious talk. Liverpool, Manchester United, Chelsea, Juventus, Barcelona, Real Madrid. These are the serious clubs. And then there's the talk of Bayern as well to replace Lewandowski. All of these are somewhere now discussing Victor Osimhen. I know you're an Arsenal fan, right?
No, when I was growing up, I'm a Barca fan. Yeah.
Okay, Barcelona fan when you're growing up. Now,
yeah.
You're on the same goal with Neymar currently in the French league. And there's a talk of Neymar going back to Barcelona.
Barca.
There's a talk of Griezmann leaving. So many conversations. Osimhen, after Lille, where do you want to go to?
I think for me, the season is not over yet, but to play in one of the biggest clubs in the EPL has been my dream also, and the Spanish La Liga is one of my favorites. So I think after the season, I'm going to decide where I'm going to play. But if I'm going to a new team, is a team where I will be playing week in, week out. But for the kind of experience I've gathered now, I don't think my kind of striker would love to stay on the bench. But we'll see after the end of the season if this pandemic allows us to finish.
All right, thank you very much for your time on the chit chat. You made me cry. First time.
Thank you, bro. Thank you very much.
Out of my eyes. I mean, they call me strong guy. Even when I was in radio, like, my eye too strong. You got me to tears today. Thank you for doing that. I enjoyed your story, and I do hope that somebody out there who's watching would learn something on perseverance. He's going through all of that, but he was still believing. He was still training hard. He didn't give up. 5 days to the end of a transfer window. If you've been a footballer, you understand. I do understand. 5 days to the end of a transfer window, you don't have a club. The one that you have does not want you. It's almost like dying. It's the worst state to be, but you still believe and you kept up. This is the reason.
True.
Positive thinking, positive energy is the one thing that will take us out of this current pandemic that we're in. Because things are going wrong does not mean you believe that you will die. Because if you do believe that you will die, unfortunately, you die, and the rest of us will live and survive. So you've got to be very positive.
Yes.
Anyhow, the situation you find yourself, so that, like Osimhen, you have a very good story to tell. Thank you very much, Victor, for what you've done. And we do hope that you would actually make John Ogu proud by being the 100 million plus transfer, first 100 million plus transfer.
Of course, I'm working towards that.
Also, you will be the first Nigerian player that will be highest goal scorer in any league in the near future. If not this season in Lille,
Amen.
in another club somewhere. Amen. But we just wish you the very best. Here at Elevated TV, we do hope to always promote your good work. But sometimes, let me say this to you.
Thank you very much.
When you don't behave well, we will criticize you. It doesn't mean we hate you, but it's just... we cannot twice everything. We criticize you, but it doesn't mean we hate you. You know we love you, like we love you to the very bone marrow. Thank you very much for being a good ambassador of perseverance, consistency, and seriousness. We hope that the worst days of your life are behind you and the best days are in front of you. Thank you very much for your time, and we hope that your story is going to be an inspiration to everyone who will watch it. God bless you, my brother.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. God bless.